What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Good morning from Canada. Happy Monday, guys. Hope you're doing well. Just a little bit of adjustments here. Hope the pets are healthy. And we're going to get into our friend Polygon. All right, guys. So we're sitting at 202. We're down about 3.7 on the day. We're sitting at a market cap of 13.89 billion. 24-hour volume, 1.34 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app, and you can grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto. Free Spotify, Netflix, Prime travel incentives, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So let's hop into Matic. We're going to start here on the 4-hour time frame. So we're just consolidating, guys, but we do have some bullish signals. Here's a low, here's a higher low. Or sorry, guys, a lower low while creating a higher low, not only on the RSI, but as well come on, Jax, but as well as on the money flow, bullish divergence. All right, guys, you can see we had a quick wick down, and in many cases those wicks can signify a reversal and a push back up. Right here, wick down, push back up. There's many examples of this happening. Wick down, push back up, wick down, push back up. So we just saw a wick down, so we may see a nice push back up. I'm also going to show you some bullish signs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're still in our falling wedge pattern, just as we were right here. And we're currently holding the level of support. So if we do see a bounce, do watch 226, could act as resistance for our friend Matic. If we pop over to the daily time frame, we've gone through our ABC correction. Currently, we're holding the 0.786 as support right here, the 0.786 at 195. The money flow is absolutely in the floor on the daily. Look at the last time we were this in the floor right here, guys. Massive push back to the upside. In the floor right here, massive push back to the upside. So these are early indications of a push back to the upside. Yes, you can go a little bit lower, but eventually you're going to see a beautiful bounce back to the upside, especially on the daily time frame. When you see us start to trend towards oversold, guys, you're going to see a massive bounce sooner than later. If we pop over to Ethereum, here we are on the 4-hour time frame. So I've drawn out this descending channel here, and you can see we've fallen out of it. However, in my opinion, I think we're going to see a throwback. You can see here we're creating lower lows. This is the 4-hour time frame, while creating higher lows on the RSI, bullish divergence. And this correction is just so similar. I'm going to pop over to the daily. So you can see here on the daily as well. Let me quickly remove the little trend line I dropped in. Look how oversold we are, guys. And the money flow on the daily is coming back down to the bottom section as well. I know I've gone over this quite a few times, but the similarities of this correction and our previous correction are just a little bit uncanny here. So we've come down, we wicked down, we saw a relief rally, and then we had a retest, we had a breakout, a bit of a fake out sign of strength. We dropped down, we created a lower low, triple bottom breakout. It's exactly the same, guys. So we wicked down, relief rally, we show signs of strength, bit of a bullish fake out. We come lower, and now I'm looking for that double triple bottom, as I've been mentioning here on the channel. Look how oversold we are on the daily, guys. Just as we did here, we broke below our falling wedge pattern. We had a throwback, we created that triple bottom, and we broke out. So that's what I'm looking for. If we can see consolidation here, and you see us start to create some sort of reversal pattern, we could definitely see that breakout back to the upside for ETH. So some really important things that I wanted to go over here for Bitcoin. If we pop over to the Discord, guys, one of our members had posted the Wyckoff distribution and the Wyckoff accumulation. This is in between April and July, guys. 55% drop. And then we had 34 days until we saw our spring, 28 days until we saw our retest, and we broke out. We saw our signs of strength, broke out back to the upside. So here's our current date, guys, November to December, 41% drop. Then we had 34 days from our wick down all the way to our spring. So what we're looking for right now is to see that spring, 28 days for a retest and a breakout back to the upside. So I've drawn it out on a chart here. So here we are on the daily, guys. As you can see here, April to July, we wicked down, consolidation. We saw that fake out. We saw our spring right here after 35 days. We saw more consolidation while the whales are accumulating. We had our retest after 28 days, and we broke out back to the upside. So you can see the similarities, guys. We've wicked down 35 days. So now what we're looking for is that spring. If we see a nice little spring here, where we see a nice little push back to the upside, and you see us start to consolidate. After 28 days, we have our retest, and we break out back to the upside. So that that 28 days, it lines up with February 4th. So keep that date on your calendar. If we're going to see an exact fractal of the Wyckoff accumulation that we saw over the summertime, then we would break out on February 4th. However, guys, we haven't seen our spring just yet. I believe we have crossed the 35-day mark. Let me do a little measurement here. Currently, we're at about 36 days. Of course, it doesn't have to mirror it absolutely perfectly, but as of right now, this fractal is just so extremely similar. If we see a nice push up, we see that spring, that could be a beautiful bullish sign that we're going to see some more accumulation, some more consolidation, and after about a month, we see our retest and we break out back to the upside. We do a little something like this. We see our retest and we break out back to the upside. Just as we did over the summertime, guys. We had our spring, we had our retest, and then we started to break out back to the upside. So here's the current correction that we're going through. We're looking for that spring, 28 days. We see that retest and we see our breakout back to the upside. That's the bullish scenario for Bitcoin, as it does look like we're going through this Wyckoff accumulation. We're still holding this low, guys, and we just wicked down over this last hour. You can see I was watching it live here. We wicked down and we pushed back up, which means the bears are running out of strength. When you see those kind of wicks, just as we did right here, you see this wick, we push back to the upside right here, wick, push back down, push back to the upside, wick down, push back up to the outside. So we just saw a nice wick down. So hopefully what we want to see is a nice little bounce, and if we start to accumulate, we start to consolidate, then we could definitely see a breakout back to the upside in early February. Look how oversold we are for Bitcoin, guys. We haven't been this oversold since the summertime. So a lot of bullish signs, in my opinion, a lot of bullish signals of reversal. We just have to be patient. We have to dollar cost average, in my opinion. That's what I teach you guys here on this channel, dollar cost average into our trades. And these are the absolute optimal times to be dollar cost averaging, to be getting money into crypto as we get ready for the move back to the upside. Because as I always mention, guys, it doesn't go straight down and it doesn't go straight up. It works in waves. So when you come down to oversold, especially on the daily, sooner or later, you're going to see a nice push back to the upside. Even if we fail to break this high, that's why I trade, guys. We push up, we lock in our profits, and we start dollar cost averaging once again. So let's pop over to the 4-hour time frame. So we can see a beautiful bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You can see we're creating lower lows. We wick down while creating higher lows on the RSI, as well as on the money flow here on the 4-hour, which signifies to us that the bears are running out of strength. Oh, sorry, guys. So if we do see a... Oh, come on, Jax. So if we do see a nice push back to the upside, do watch the resistance from our falling wedge pattern coming in at about 43.1K. It also lines up with the Fibonacci level here. It looks like we're creating a strong level support about 40.7K, 1, 2, 3 touches. And if we scroll back here, we can see 40.7K was the previous swing low. So we've come back, we're retesting these lows once again, just as we did previously, guys. If I pop over this chart here and I scroll back, see how we came all the way back down to retest these lows? That's exactly what we're doing right now. We've had a massive breakout. We've come all the way back down and we're retesting these lows once again. So the similarities of this correction and this correction right here are so uncanny that, in my opinion, I do think there's a high likelihood that we're just repeating this correction once again. And we may see consolidation for another month, guys, before we see a breakout back to the upside. And I think the bearish scenario, guys, is we see a little bit of a bounce, but then we come down, we lose this low, and we start hitting it as resistance, and then we start to come lower. Of course, that's a possibility here, guys. I'll always go over both scenarios. But as of right now, it looks like this fractal, this Wyckoff accumulation, is basically playing out to a T right now for our friend Bitcoin. Now, I want to show you guys the Bitcoin short positions. So we have been selling off here, and the shorts have actually been increasing massively, which is a bearish signal, guys. When you see a massive increase in shorts like this, it can definitely lead to some sell-off. So something to keep a close eye on. Let's look at the Bitcoin long position, see if we see some increase with the longs. Sorry, guys, BTC USD longs. If you want to find these guys, come up to your symbols and look up BTC USD longs or BTC USD shorts. Wow, huge increase in the long positions as well. Wow, this is a massive increase which is happening right now. So what we might see here is we see a push back to the upside and the short positions start to get liquidated. They start to hit their stop losses, which pushes the price up even more. So do keep an eye on that as well. Definitely recommend joining the Discord, guys, where incredible members are posting awesome chart patterns. And then we also have the DCA charts, which are updated regularly. If you want a dollar cost average into your trades, guys, it's the price of a coffee. You really can't beat it, 350 USD. So we'll finish off the video with our friend Matic. Do watch 195. Does look like we're creating a strong level of support. As you can see here, when we break underneath the EMAs on the daily, we find a strong level of support. We bounce back to the upside right here as well. We broke underneath the EMAs, found a strong level of support. We broke out back to the upside. But our money flow has not been this low since all the way back in September. When we went through our major correction, we broke out, as well as all the way back in our summer crash in July, and then we broke out back to the upside. So once again, on the money flow, we're down towards oversold. So I would anticipate a bounce for our friend Matic. All right, guys, our first entry was 252, 226, 206. So our average price right now is sitting at about 226. If you want a dollar cost average into your trades, equal amounts at each buy zone brings your average price down halfway each time, and you ride the slingshot back up. If you're leverage trading, you have to double your margin. So if you enter with 500, next one 500, next one 1,000, next one 2,000. And then if you want early access to these charts, sign up to the Discord, as well as 1,000 members talking all things crypto. I will finish off the video here with our bull run targets for Matic. So I have the 1.618. Let me just close the money flow here, which is coming in at 677, the dream price, which is the 2 extension at 1181, and the 2.272 at 1767. But my bull run target for our friend Matic is here at the 1.618 at $6.77. So that's basically it for this one, guys. I would just keep a close eye on this fractal, on this Wyckoff accumulation. If you see a nice bounce, we just wicked down. If you see a nice bounce from this level and you see some consolidation, that could be a really strong sign that we're going to come back for a retest and then see a breakout back to the upside. And the bearish scenario, we lose this low, we start hitting as resistance, and we come all the way back down to about 28K. All right, guys, I hope you guys found some value. Smash that like button, sign up to Bybit. That's where I do my trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Take care.